So what did he do? Like I said, Shireen, Bill, those of us just joined. This is a thought that came to my mind as well as other things. Because I've dealt with bullies in my life. I'm sure you probably all have too, or people who have children or whatever, your children, grandchildren, or maybe when you were growing up. Like I said before, I grew up in a military family. My whole life was fighting because my dad never got orders over the summer. It was always in the middle of the school year. So I always had to prove myself. My brother and I always had to prove ourselves. And in the 80s, the way you proved yourself was you fought. You fought in the locker room, you fought in the schoolyard, you fought behind the school, you fought wherever. You agreed to meet up and you fought. You fought, you fought, you fought. That's all we did. We fight. We just fight our whole life pretty much. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, you fight, right? So when the bullies would come up and they would pick on you, slam you in the locker or whatever, all right, unless you were tough, you got your butt kicked, right? Unless you knew how to fight, unless you knew how to defend yourself, you got your butt kicked a lot. That's what bullies would do. That's why they existed. They existed to beat people up, right? But bullies picking on one nerd or one kid that can't defend themselves, then that's bad. But then if the nerds decide to align and form an alliance, or the kids being bullied, form an alliance, they can beat the crap out of the bully if they're brave enough. And if they've had enough. Well, America is the bully of the world. Babylon is the bully of the world. Babylon's picking on Venezuela.